Alright guys, so I want to come in here. This POR15, my God. Keeping it in the refrigerator all of that time. This POR15 held up pretty good, and that's good because I got a few jobs in the frame on the Wildcat. I'm doing the guy, Deuce Boy D up in Milwaukee. I'm doing his underbody. So it makes me feel good that oh man, I brought this gallon and it's still holding up really good. So I'm gonna mix this up. Now I already checked the top coat black, and I always like to do the POR15 two different colors in the top coat. That way I know I'm not missing anything when I go over with the top coat. But yeah, this, wow, man, you don't know how ecstatic I am about this, cause I started doing the convertible frame. I brought this to do the convertible frame for the Wildcat convertible, and when I actually looked at that frame that Bobby brought me, the frame was bent in the back, like it had been hit in the behind the rear wheel well back. It was shifted, so he brought me another frame, and but I had to stop, so I had started POR15 in that frame in the front. I'm glad I didn't use too much, and I was doing some other parts too, but yeah, I stopped and put this stuff in the refrigerator that I got out here in the garage, which I never used to be able to do before, because you know, you don't want to keep the stuff in the house in the refrigerator, so it always will go bad. So I'm gonna pour this in. I know everybody say use plastic, this, that, and the other when you you know, using this, but I just normally keep my lid really clean, so then that way I don't have that problem. So I come in and I clean this up real good, the cap, with some lacquer thinner, and then I put this lid back on here, and it should be good, guys. So if you messy and you don't want to clean this top up and make sure this lip is clean in here, you need to put plastic, like plastic baggie that you get from the grocery store. You need to put that in there, otherwise this top will get frozen to the top of your POR15 or your top coat, guys. So the POR15, I don't add a lot of solvent, but to me, once you put that in there, it seemed like it activate to me, and it'll start getting hard on you. So I don't pour a lot in there, but I do use the solvent. So now the thing too, guys, with the POR15, when you use a brand new brush, and I normally like brushes that I've been using a while, but I don't have any, all these bristles is gonna come off while you painting. So I try to pull as many loose as I can now, but I'll be pulling bristles off of the job as I go along, guys. So I'm gonna come in and POR15 some of these front end parts. Alright, so this stuff is pretty strong, guys, so I don't like to mess around too much in the garage here with this stuff in the winter time, but I gotta get some of this stuff done, so I'll be between back and forth in here when I'm POR15ing and in the basement, guys. So yeah, so anyway, it's the POR15, guys. You can just paint it on, guys. I mean, it's not that hard to use. Anybody can actually use this, guys. You know, like I say, you want to make sure you're in a well ventilated area. In fact, tomorrow I'm gonna go and see if I can find me a good mask, chemical mask, and you know, that's kind of the best thing to do. So like I say, I don't know, you might not be able to see that, but you use a new paintbrush or these cheap, you know, brushes that I use here. The parts, I mean the stuff, you know, they will peel off of there. So yeah, I just want to paint this on. Try not to get too much on the black. And I don't want to get it too much on the inside of none of the holes, because at that point, guys, what'll happen is that it'd be hard for you to get your bolts and stuff through there. So, but I'm gonna pour 15 all of these up. I got a little bit more of the direct acrylic ready here. So this is pour 15. So now I've used this once before with my 75 showstopper. So what it is, I do want to tape these up though before I spray paint. But you just want to dust this with the pour 15. I don't think it's, you know, it don't need to be like painted on there real thick, guys. But with me doing that, what's gonna happen now is that I'm gonna be able to spray the black direct acrylic primer right over that pour 15 with that etching primer on there. It's pour 15 etching primer. I haven't tried it with any other etching primer, but what I didn't do with the showstopper, guys, is that I didn't test it, so I don't know how this works. So my test is going to be to see if this works, because with the etching primer you're supposed to be able to take and spray any kind of paint over the pour 15. So my test is the green tape that I use, guys. It's the best tape. That's the only tape I use when I'm doing any kind of body work. Is that because this is a part, guys, to go in the 70 Wildcat up under the steering column, and it holds the brake booster on from the other side. So I'm painting all these pieces up because everything in my 70 Wildcat, both of them, everything is going to be done just immaculate. So how I'm going to test this, guys, I'm going to take and I'm going to spray the direct acrylic black over this. Now I'm going to put green tape on there. I'm going to let it sit for a while. Might even let it get wet here and there. And then I'm going to go to pull that off. If it pull that paint off, and I'm going to show you when I do it, guys, because I might not even post this video till I get to that point. But if I pull that tape off, and if any paint come off, this don't work. I'm just telling you, you know, anytime you spray anything, that's like when I'm doing somebody's car and I have to do some taping, I try to tape, try not to tape directly on the paint, guys, because that paint can let loose if it ain't prepped right. So this supposed to prep this, so the pour 15, you could paint over any pour 15 surfaces with any kind of paint So I'm gonna let you know if this works or not, guys. So alrighty, guys. Hey, so to show you that this POR15 works, like I said, I used the POR15 etching. I POR15 this. I clean, you know, clean it up. POR15 that it was rusty. You know, prepped, etched, you know, metal treatment or whatever. Put the POR15 etching primer on here, painted it the color that I'm painting a lot of these parts. Now this brace ain't gonna be seen unless you're looking up under the dash. But like I said, I always like to have extra parts, so something that I'm painting, if it's if I got extra paint, then I paint these extra parts. And most times, you know, I be close, and there's not a lot of paint on here. You know, the top coat is not a lot on here, but all right. So I'm gonna show you that this works, because this has been on here for about a week or two, and if this didn't work, the paint would peel off. Paint is sticking there, guys. No problem. Nothing came off on there. So whenever I don't care what you're doing, if something ain't gonna stick, the paint will peel off once you put tape. And this tape is good. I'm gonna show you how good. You know, this is the 3M Scotch tape that I use. And I'm gonna show you on the frame. Been sitting outside for about 3 weeks now, at least 2.5, 3 weeks, and it snowed, rain, and everything. Let's see if the tape pull off from being wet, and show you how this green tape can get wet. And you know, you ain't got to worry about it sticking or staying on whatever surface you got it taped to. And like I said, that POR15 product, it works. They don't pay me nothing. I just want to show you good products and what I use. So let me show you out here real quick. All right. But I POR15 and did this frame the same way I did that part that I showed you there. Now, this has been on here. I peeled it the other day just to see what would happen. I peeled it a little bit, but I'm quite sure if I pull this off and stick it again, it's gonna stick back on there. But look at that. That's been on there, been getting rain and everything, and that paint did not pull off of there. Let me show you again. The paint did not pull off, so that POR15 painting over parts really works. And to show you that it's been raining and stuff out here, see that? There's water in there, guys, helping hold the plastic down. So that green tape, I swear by it. It really works. You know, but I got the frame. I'm gonna be pulling it in here in a little bit, because I'm gonna be dropping the body and getting that other frame off, guys. But that really works, guys. All right.